Man, a few years ago, I was so hyped for Brink. It had free running and these cool character designs and character creation system and awesome shooting mechanics and team-based gameplay, and it was crap. It was not that good, totally mediocre. And there's tons of games out there like that, whether they were actually really bad or we as gamers, if we hyped them up like way more than they really deserved, we need to count them down. So we're here. Before we get started, I'm trying to get 6 likes. That's for every 6 out of 10 that these games got. Hey, I'm Sean for ScrewTack's Top 10 Hype Games That Sucked.
Number 10.
It's obvious that expectation has a lot to do with the games we put on this list. In 2012, our childhood fantasies of seeing Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat characters would finally not come to fruition with the release of Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which will do just fine, I guess, or it won't. The marriage of the first and third most important fighting game franchises resulted in a broken, pay-to-win juggler that was just meh, with completed characters not included on the disc and a player base that ultimately ended up saying, we'll go back and keep playing some Street Fighter 4. There's a reason this was only at EVO for 1 year.
Number 9.
I am getting on my soapbox right now. I called this shit. From the very first trailer, the second I saw the debut teaser with those people in the carriage, I looked at Sam next to me in the office and I said, oh, werewolves, I betcha. And there were werewolves. Then there was the debut gameplay trailer, where I was like, hey, this is just a cutscene with a reticle on it. And it was. Touted as the game that would show what the PS4 could really do, we ended up being treated to an afternoon-long game that basically boiled down to a trailer for its sequels. Which, let's be real, they're never gonna happen. But its biggest sacrilege? Its ending. I don't even care about the spoilers. I'm just gonna show it to you right now. Really? That's it? Come on, man.
Number 8.
Admittedly, I'm not the hugest Elder Scrolls fan. I mean, I played the hell out of Oblivion and Skyrim, and my knowledge only goes so far. And as a more hardcore fan, I couldn't imagine hearing the news that you'd now get to experience Tamriel with your friends. And what do we get? Pretty much everything we've experienced from other MMOs with an Elder Scrolls theme. Shame. I think this is a pretty huge lesson in calming our own expectations. Because, I mean, do you think there's any way this game could have really lived up to what we wanted? I mean, really lived up to the hype. I guess we'll never know.
Number 7.
Okay, I'm kind of giving Ubisoft a break here, just having one of their recent issue-riddled titles on this top 10. Between Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed Unity, and The Division, the latter really does encapsulate every topic we'd hit if we were to discuss all 3 of these titles. It's another Ubisoft E3 trailer that shows way better visuals and details than the final product. It had nothing really to do except to shoot guys with flamethrowers, or shoot guys with guns, or shoot bigger guys with flamethrowers and bigger guys with guns. Oh, I'm not even gonna go into the dark zone and how broken that shit is. That's not even worth touching. Playtesting would have helped there, guys. Maybe next time.
Number 6.
It was John Romero's first solo endeavor after Doom. The marketing behind Daikatana advertised that John Romero would make you his bitch. When you market something like that, you better not slip up. You better bring it. On debut, Daikatana was hated by everyone. Old Man Skistimus was telling me about how
it was one of the first times gamers were so mad they wouldn't play it. We didn't have these little boxes of 140 characters to bitch and moan about video games. We didn't say, ooh, we're not gonna play that. It may have been an average game, but fuck that, we actually didn't buy it. In huge parts due to its cocky demeanor. It just goes to show that too much attitude and marketing can really turn off consumers. I need my pills.
Daikatana may not have been that bad of a game, but we stood up in one voice and said, really, John Romero? We gonna make you our bitch with our wallets.
Number 5.
The video game promise. It's almost political, really. A figurehead emerges with bright, new ideas. He says, I'll give you the world. I'll make a Fable game and sequels with this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I'll make a game about a cube, and only one person will open it. What's inside? Who gives a fuck, Pete? Just keep on telling us about how you made the first Fable, which was okay, but it wasn't like half of what you promised, and then appear on more and more face-to-face interviews with Jeff Keighley. Peter Molyneux is famous for not living up to his own expectations, but every time he has a new concept, people start slobbing all over his dick. Okay, before you get on your high horse and say, "But Sean, he made Black and White." He did, like 15 years ago, and it was good. But that doesn't mask the fact that developers might at times hype their own ideas before making a game. And no one wins in that situation. So, keep it chill, Pete. I'm sure you'll make something that lives up to your own dreams eventually. Well, you're still a hell of a lot better at making games than I am, so just do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care.
We may, who knows, start another experiment even more intriguing. Thank you very much.
Number 4.
Okay, a fun experiment for just 1 second. Close your eyes. Well, don't close them. Keep watching the video. Pretend to close your eyes. Imagine, you're 11 years old. Video games aren't what they are today. You just saw Star Wars: The Force Awakens. It was damn good, right? It's the highest grossing movie of all time. And now, at Christmas, Mom and Dad, if they haven't divorced yet, bought you Star Wars: The Force Awakens, the video game. Then you put it into your Atari 2600, and it is a piece of doo-doo! Damn it! Fuck! How let down would you be? Welcome to 1982.
Number 3.
15 years! Do you know how long that is? That's over half my life. That's like 2 console generations. That's more than old enough to be forced into a marriage in some countries. That's how long Duke Nukem Forever was hyped. And you know what? It wasn't that bad of a game. Hold on, don't hurt me! Unfortunately, we on the internet love to collectively shit on stuff. But besides tiny tech issues, let's take a long look at Duke Forever. I mean, it's everything we'd want in a Duke Nukem game. Strafing, turds, big titties, schoolgirls blowing each other, stolen references from They Live, and beer drinking. Oh wait, what's that? It's been 15 years since the last Duke game, and now we're like grown up now. Some of us are like 30 and we have kids, and that stuff's just not funny to us anymore? Huh. Go figure.
Oh, yeah. Number 2.
This one is personal. While not in development hell as long as Duke Nukem Forever, Aliens Colonial Marines had something way more important to live up to. Legacy. Gearbox, and whoever the hell they ended up getting to make it, had such a standard to live up to. They promised authenticity in the weapons, and the xenomorphs, and the sound, and the soundtrack, and it really boiled down to it just not being good. The multiplayer had some neat ideas, but otherwise it was complete trash. Why are the aliens attacking me like dogs? I've only seen aliens like 17 dozen times, but don't they like sneak around and stuff? Where's the horror? Where's the tension? The lovable characters? Sure, at least it ended up looking like a crappy Aliens game, but we had E3 trailers that showed us something this awesome, and this tense, and all the while it was trying to hold itself to the standard of one of, if not the greatest science fiction film of all time. When you're gonna make a game for this fan base, you better not take any shortcuts. And they fucking did just that, and it sucks.
How many fingers am I holding up? He's fine.
It's number 1.
Hyped for almost 10 years by prospective fanboys and developer Silicon Knights, Too Human, in theory, was full of cool ideas. It really was. Norse mythological figures as cybernetically enhanced humans? Dude, that's freaking sweet. It was gonna be the start of an awesome Microsoft exclusive trilogy. It was gonna lead the charge and satisfy all of our needs. It was gonna be a revolution. The light, the hope, the everything. Head of Silicon Knights Dennis Dyack bitched at reviewers who gave it a low score. His studio got sued by Epic for not paying for the Unreal Engine. The company got completely annihilated, and all copies of 2 Human were pulled from stores, even digitally. But hey everybody, there's hope. If you want a silver lining to this tragedy, you can find solace in the fact that copies are now extremely hard to find. And if you are lucky enough to find one, they are ridiculously expensive, making it a near impossible collector's item. Happy hunting.